Hello, welcome to my channel, Virginia Cryptid and Paranormal Research. Today I'm going to go over attaching a lavalier mic, wireless mic, to the DJI Action 4. Most of you already have the attachment, but for those of you that don't have wireless mics, it's made for this. This is another way to be able to attach lavalier mics that have the standard type plug-in, which the DJI 4 does not have. It takes a USB Type-C plug-in. And the way around that is, I went and got an attachment off of Amazon. Well, first off, this mic, I think the name of it is like a Chrimeflame. I may not be pronouncing it right. It's a 2.4 gigahertz omnidirectional. It claims to have about 65-foot range. And you get about 6 hours per charge wearing the mics on yourself as well as the plug-in on the camera. But to be able to use this may work for others also, but I'm specifically addressing the Action 4 to be able to utilize lavalier mics. This mic it works with. What I did was I went on the internet and did some research and came up with the Boya, B-O-Y-A. It's got the USB Type-C with the standard plug-in for the mics themselves to be able to attach this to the DJI Action 4. I think it does a pretty good job, and I'm going to give a test here shortly as to what it sounds like. Right now you're hearing the actual recording from the camera itself, and it's a little breezy out here right now, so you might be picking up a little bit of a wind going across the mic. Hopefully it ain't too bad. But when you attach it, you've got your setup here. You plug in your Boya, B-O-Y-A, and again the model number on this is BY-K4, Bravo Yankee-Kilo 4. That's what I use. And all you do is plug this into the camera, turn on your mic, turn on your receiver, then turn on your transmitter, the mic itself. Then you'll be able to record sound directly to the DJI Action 4. That way if you're out and about and you got it stationary on a tripod, or you're walking around with somebody out in the woods and you want to be able to pick up their talking, so on and so forth, this will give you the capability to do that. But this mic comes with all these other attachments for various things, which I don't use. The accessory it comes in here, again, that's not compatible with the DJI Action 4. It's got a little USB transfer thing, being able to attach your camera to, but those of you that have the DJI 4 know all about that. And a few extra clips and wind muffs on it. But it's pretty neat. It works with this mic. If you got lavalier mics laying around and you don't have wireless mics or the expensive wireless mics, this is another option you can try. It works out pretty good. I'm going to give you a test here shortly, and you can see what this sounds like. Now the thing about this particular mic, when it's plugged into the DJI 4, from what I could find, you don't have the settings to be able to pop up to where you can adjust the volume on the receiver to be able to prevent clipping, so on and so forth. So I have to use it as is, and so far it sounds pretty good. I really haven't noticed any clipping. Haven't had any loud noises, and I don't yell into it. So that could be an issue in the future, but again, it's something you need to work around. This is the only option you have. I like it. I do have another lavalier mic. That's too mono for me. I like this one better. I went back on Amazon to see if I could find another set like this, but it was saying not available. So I don't know if they continue making this Chrimeflame, whatever it's called. But again, if you have other lavalier mics, that you may want to try to use on whether it's the Action 4 or other cameras that take the USB Type-C plug-in on the camera itself. And then it gives you the adapter on the back to be able to plug in your receiver to each end to it, to where you can be able to try it and see if it works. It works for me. That's one of the best purchases I made for this boy. That way I can use a lavalier mic with the camera when we're out and about. Stay tuned. I'm going to give you a short example, demo on what this mic sounds like with the Action 4. There may be other mics out there that sound even better. It's all personal choice as far as that. You use what you got. And I'm satisfied with it. But I just thought I'd bring you up to speed. Most of you already know this information, but for those that may have just gotten the 4, maybe the Action 5, it probably has the same plug-in. I don't have the Action 5. That's the way to get around it, especially if you need the Type-C plug-in. This little doodad right here does one heck of a job. Stay tuned. All right, here we go with the test on the lavalier that I just gave that little presentation on. We're out here in the middle of the George Washington National Forest. We're getting ready to, I'm out here now, a couple of days early, but we're going to be doing the camp out here all next week, primitive camping. Heck of an area, so we can come out here and do some research as well as enjoy people, campfire, everything that goes with being in the outdoors. Well, anyway, I'm roughly, approximately, I'm going to guess about 20 foot from the camera. You should be able to hear what this sounds like. And again, it's breezy, pretty good breeze going on right now. So be a pretty good wind test at the same time with the muff on the mic itself. And again, with this lavalier mic, you can't adjust any of the settings. You get what you get when it's plugged in. So we'll see what it sounds like. I'm going to walk off, try to measure out 60 feet. I'll go beyond that in 65 feet so you can get a sense of the distance that you can actually pick up. But when you're talking radio communications, you also got to keep in mind where if your back is to the camera, the receiver, it may not pick up that transmission. So you all got to be at an angle to where you always got that flow of signal going to the receiver. So I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around right here and then I'm going to talk, see if it'll pick it up. If it does, I'll be surprised. Can you hear me? I'm talking now, but I don't know if you can hear me or not, but that's the way it works. So I'm going to turn back around. As I'm turning back around, you might be able to see the difference on that. We'll see when I look at the video here in a minute. All right, I'm going to pace off a little bit. And again, I'm going to be guessing at the distance. Right now, we're roughly 20 feet from the camera. I'm going to measure off about 40, estimating. I'm not going to count my steps. I'm just going to walk and try to guess at it. If I don't trip over a stump first. All right, I would say we're roughly maybe 40 to 45 foot from the camera. Pretty good distance. And if you go out in the woods and you want to be able to hear yourself as well as somebody else, make sure you got your mic on also. Then your partner can have another mic. Just make sure they're aware they got to be facing the camera if they wanted to be able to be picked up and recorded. I'm going to measure off a little bit more distance. Maybe 60 feet, 65 feet, maybe, give or take. See if I'm being picked up at this point. And then I'm going to do a different test when I'm walking back. See when it actually starts picking up. All right, if you can hear me, I'm roughly about 100 foot away. So I'm going to start back to the camera. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I can at least count to 5. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Test, 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 Testing 1, 2, 3. And I'm about 10 to 15 foot from the camera now. That's what the mic sounds like. Again, this setup, if you have the Action 4, if you have lavalier mics and you want to extend the capabilities, if you don't have wireless mics and stuff that's already made for it, this is another option that you'll be able to utilize to be able to get other people involved in the recordings and stuff. There's different types out there. I got this type. It ran me about $30, $35 on Amazon a few years back. And I figured I'd give it a shot. And I like it. It does what I need. Maybe someday I'll be able to afford the DJI wireless microphones that they make. Right now, that's a little bit out of my budget. Probably a lot of other people too. I try to spread my money around to get other things I need at the same time. But we'll see what the future holds. But again, thanks for watching my channel, Virginia Cryptid and Paranormal Research. Like, subscribe if you want. Get through next week, get this camping done, see what we can record and come up with. If we come up with anything interesting, I'll make videos of it and put it on my channel. I don't record just anything and put it on there because I don't want to bore people. I'm a fact finder. If I come across things that raises questions we don't have answers for, that's what I'll put on my channel. I'm not going to overburden my channel with a bunch of fluff. I'm going to call it fluff. But again, thanks for watching. Follow me if you like. And let me know in the comments if you got any other setup for the microphones that other people may be able to utilize, your own ideas and stuff. Again, this is just an idea. I'm not paid. I'm not, don't have, nobody pays me to do any reviews or anything. That wasn't sent to me free. I bought that with my own money. I don't have sponsors. I don't have anything like that. So I better put that disclaimer out there too. So I'm not pushing this product. I'm just showing you what it does for me. I use it. It fits my needs. Get what fits your needs. I'm getting long-winded here. I apologize. But if it'll work, another option to look at. And if anybody has any ideas, please post them in the comments. If you got any questions about it, I'll try to answer them the best I can. If I have an answer. If I don't have an answer, I'll tell you that I don't have an answer. But again, thanks for watching. You all have a great day or night, depending on where you're viewing in from. In the meantime, I'm going to do some camping. You all have a great day or night.